a girl has got to take a break. I can't come and kill myself because our government has decided to take away Keke from the streets. Yo, this is so tiring. I've literally been trekking from 1:30 and now this is 2:15 and I'm still on my way home. I haven't gotten home. You people, I've inhaled nonsense and I've been sneezing. God have mercy. I hope I don't fail if I get to my house, but nonetheless, let the journey continue. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So I know I've said welcome before, but yeah, right now I feel very relaxed. So yeah, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Anyway, I'm not even in a very happy state right now because I'm here to rant. I don't know if this is a rant video, if I should even call this a rant video, but like I'm just here to rant about a lot of things actually going on in Nigeria, and we just seem to turn a blind eye to it. It's so annoying how calm down girl, calm down, okay? So I don't want to step on anybody's name, so I'll try as much as possible to be calm and pick my words carefully, but at the same time I'm still going to hit the nail on the head. So this morning I woke up. If you do not know, I'm based in Abuja, Grandpa precisely. I woke up this morning, got my younger ones ready for school. They had gone to school and all, and just before I knew it, like I realized that the road was so free and dry, like people as if people are not living in Abuja at all. And to my greatest surprise, it got to me that the government, our able Nigeria, our able president, and whoever it is that is behind all of this, has banned Keke from moving on the road. Now, not just in a particular area, the whole of Abuja. And if we all know, Abuja is one of the biggest cities in Nigeria. And as at the last time when they did that population census thing, they had a total count of 3 million, if not more than that, but it was recorded that it was 3 million people that are based in Abuja alone. So now imagine, out of these 3 million people, how many people are mobile and how many people are not mobile. A lot of us do know that the economy is hard, like things are actually tight. So it's not even everybody has car, and even the people that have car safe, how many of them have money in their pockets to be buying fuel every time? Anyway, that one aside, things are going on in Nigeria that does not warrant, or that does not even, I don't even know how to categorize it right now, because a lot of things actually going on that Keke in the first place, or as we all know, it's tricycle in the first place, should not be a priority to anybody. Yes, I know they are constituting a lot of nuisance on the road. Yes, I know they don't drive carefully. Yes, I know they don't obey rules of traffic lights and regulation. Before I start speaking nonsense, but the so-called reason of them removing Keke from the road is what is still baffling me. Some days back, not even some days back, like some months back, while I was still trying to learn how to drive. I know I've not mentioned it here, but while I was still learning how to drive, there was this time I had to stop on the road because cows were crossing. If you hit one cow, it's problem. In this Abuja, if you hit somebody's cow, it's problem, because as much as I've heard, rather people told me, which I'm not so sure about because I don't have concrete information on that, I have been informed that these cows are actually owned by senators. So they walk freely on the road like as if they are human beings, and us that we are human beings, we have to wait for cow to cross. Now that's one thing that the government has to eradicate from the streets of Abuja. They should move cows out of Abuja. They're not human beings, they are cows, they are animals. They should move them out of the road. We can't be driving and be waiting for cows to cross on express. Like, that one is not enough. The rate at which what they call it now, one chance has increased in Abuja. Before it was at a minimal level, but right now one chance has increased so badly that you can't even confidently take commercial vehicle from the side of the side of the road. Like, you can't, okay, here we call them along, meaning you can just stand by a junction and they stop a vehicle that is going towards your direction to drop you at so place. So we call them along. You can't stop at a particular junction and take a long vehicle going to your destination. You have to look for a park. Even that park safe, no, it's not legit though. Like, guys, even that park is not legit, that it's actually safe. It's not 100% safe. There's still a risk of entering a vehicle that is one chance. Some months back, I had somebody from my house that complained about entering one child's vehicle, and to God be the glory, he wasn't killed or anything, although they took everything that he had on him. My 16-year-old brother, had experienced one chance, and this one, it was not even guys, they were girls. Now the government did not look for a solution or even have a reason to say, okay, let them go out there and find a means or a way to reduce the rate at which people are being kidnapped and people are being stolen from. All this one pass their face like water. Now Keke, they see me, they come off for road like, yo, what's going on? A lot of school children this morning were trekking to school. Imagine waking up very early in the morning to go to school, and then you realize that there's no means of transportation for you. You now start trekking from your house. Let's assume that you're living in Life Camp and you're going to school in Guarimpa. It will take you an hour plus to reach your school. Now these are children we're talking about. The weather in northern states are quite extra than every other state. Now what am I trying to say? If it's sunny here in Abuja or in Kaduna or Port Harcourt, no, not in Port Harcourt, if it's sunny here in Abuja, if it's sunny here in Kaduna, or if it's sunny in Niger State, any of these northern states, the sun is extra. Like, you know, when this kind of sun that can actually fry your egg under. Yes, you can fry egg, you can boil water. That's how hot the sun can be. That's if I'm not exaggerating, though. But the sun is like really hot. So if it's raining, it's extra rain when no get pause, get start. So you can imagine children trekking under this hot sun in a very hot weather to school. That is like a call for malaria, like serious malaria. So the parents or the families that don't even have enough to put food on their table, I will now be taking out money again to go and treat children in school. How bad now? Like personally, I feel like if anything should have been done in the first place before removing tricycles from the road, is to provide estate buses. Provide buses in estates that it would enable people to move from one location to another. Guys, I'm not over exaggerating this. If you are doubting me, you can browse on Google. Guarimpa is one of the biggest housing estates in Africa. So to imagine, like, I don't oh God, they're like, okay, I know there are avenues that we have. First Avenue down to 69th Road, down to 7th Avenue and the likes of them. So these are just the avenues that, like I can even mention, that I've entered though. Then to not talk about all those places that is corrupt. You turn one corner and reach there, and then somebody nice. Imagine I'm leaving 6th Avenue now to trek to go to 1st Avenue. Will I trek? Like, it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense at all. The sad part of all of this whole eradication of Keke now is that the so-called taxi people, or the so-called taxi that the government wants us to be using, they now use this means of no Keke to exploit residents of Guarimpa. Now I'm only speaking about Guarimpa because I'm based here. Now imagine other places like Apo, like Gariki and Co. Like things are not just done this way at all, at all. I know that yes, so Keke people say they don't use to reason, like they don't use their brains. How can they be operating on express? They only allow you people to operate inside estates to allow easy and free movement for citizens, or would I say for residents, to move from one place to the other. I mean, I cannot be going to one store now that is not too far, but then obviously to check it under this hot sun doesn't make any sense. I can't be going to that kind of store now and I'll be looking for taxi. The taxi safe, they're gonna even find them plenty inside Guarimpa. All these things don't make any sense to me. Like, the government should just find a way about all of this. I mean, for the safety of young children, for the safety of our primary school children that their parents don't even have enough to even pay for a private school for them. They managed to what they call it now, they've managed to be able to English has failed me, I'm so upset. They've managed to be able to afford federal schools, and yet the Keke that will say, okay, take 50 naira, enter keke, you drop you at the junction of your school, you know, that kind of thing. You cannot even enter keke now. And to trek from your house reach your school. Please, let our Nigerian government, let our Nigerian top men and all of them in the White House and all of that, let them just put us in consideration first. Like, I'm so pained. Most of you may say, maybe because you're not driving yet. I know how to drive. There's car, but I don't just want to use car. How about that? Like, what's going on? No, this thing doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. I just pray and I just hope that they would find some way or somehow, or make provisions, at least, even if you don't want keke on the road, make provisions for us for easy movement. You can decide to make available estate buses or provide taxis in some specific junctions, that even when I come out from my house like this, I can stand by the junction and get taxi, not the one that I'll stand 30 minutes. I mean, I trekked from Galadima Gate to my house. Like, my house is way past Charlie Boy's house. I trekked from there to my house. I got to Galadima Gate by 1:30. I got to my house by 2:25. That's how bad it was. That's how long the distance was. So, and if I had taken keke, I would have gotten to my house under 5 to 10 minutes. Please, I don't know who will see this video. I don't know if our government officials, or if the so-called people they've put to monitor the internet for them, if they are watching, they should please consider us first before taking drastic actions. Because right now, I don't even get the whole situation of things. But nonetheless, I'm just done talking. I'm glad I've said my mind. Oh yes, I didn't mention governors, our dear president, and everybody in power. Please and please and please, you guys should please channel your energy to the things that are important first off, before the secondary things. The things that are primary, you are not putting your energy there, and that is the eradication of robbery, kidnapping, cows roaming the road like they are human beings, and all these things before now removing keke. And if you're removing keke, please and please and please provide us with estate buses that can enable us to move from one point to the other instead of trekking under the hot sun. And again, let's consider our young children. These children can be trekking every moment from now, every moment from now and then, moving from one point to the other. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't speak well. They will still get to school and they will be flogged for coming late to school, whereas they woke up early, left their houses early, but because there's no means of transportation, they will come to school late and still get punished for it. Please and please and please, I don't know who is watching, but I hope something will be done about this. At least by grace of God. I don't even know how long this would even take, if you continue like this, or if they will actually bring keke back. Nobody knows, but we just hope that something is being done about this. Bye guys, I'm out of here.